Wagwan, everybody. I am your Jamaican Queen, Miss Y. You are tuned into How I See It TV, and this is How I See It Live. Please remember to like this video, share the link to my channel if you feel like my content needs some more crowd, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, now called X, at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. How is everyone doing? It is Wednesday, which means tomorrow is Thursday, which means we are closer to Friday. At least that's how I see it. Let me see who's in the yard. April, October, she was in here earlier this afternoon because I slated this live for 12:30, but my internet wasn't allowing me to be great, and StreamYard was not allowing me to be great. So I had gone live via YouTube to see, what the sound was like. Some people were in there and they told me that the sound quality was good. So maybe I'll be able to do my afternoon lives via just directly through YouTube if the internet and my job continues to just not play ball. So hi, Miss Linda. I see you are in here. How are you? Hope you've been having a great week so far. But I have a few people in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and get into the meat of this live. So I'm sure that y'all have seen my community wall post. Hi, Dragonfly. How are you? Wagwan. So I'm sure that y'all have seen my community wall post. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you would have seen my repost of Funky Dineva and the misinformation that he is spreading out here. But if you have not seen it yet, I'm not going to play the video and audio. I'm just going to play the audio just, to prevent any copyright strikes or whatnot. So Funky Dineva had it to say that it was because of the Melometers why Heavenly decided to stop doing Messy Mondays. Can y'all believe that? Sorry, y'all. Because one thing kids are going to do is you're going to feed them, you're going to bathe them, and you're going to tell them to stay in one spot and be on their devices for a little bit because, homework's done, everything's done. And they're still not going to listen. They're going to be up and down the house as soon as I hit this live making noise. But anyway, so Funky Dineva, he said that it was because of the Melometers why Dr. Heavenly is not doing Messy Mondays anymore. He made claims that the Melometers or Melody's fans is what he said was calling Dr. Heavenly's office and that she had to think about her, her dental license or whatever. And then he also went on to say that it was because Melometers were the ones that were calling the city of Huntsville to get Letitia and Marsaw's lounge shut down. This is how we know these people don't watch the show. This is how we know Funky Dineva is not in tune with anything that is happening on social media concerning Love and Marriage Huntsville. Because if he did, he would not have said any of the things he said last night. But if y'all don't believe me, y'all don't believe that he said this mess, I'm going to let y'all hear it from the horse's mouth.
That I don't get in trouble by sharing it, but I'm going to share it anyway. Dr. Heavenly stopped doing the Monday review thing with Carlos King because all the Melody fans kept calling her office.
Lies.
That was why she stopped doing it.
Lies.
The same way Melody fans got Marceau and Tisha's business shut down temporarily, calling around and affecting people's stuff. And to Heavenly's point,
lies.
Like, this is my medical license, baby. All the internet stuff can go to hell. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I'm cool.
This is a shame.
I'm a doctor before I'm any of this. Y'all can have it.
He would sit here and say all of this with his chest. And it's a lie.
Dr. Heavenly said it herself. Okay, so I'm not revealing nothing I wasn't supposed to reveal. Y'all doing too much.
So untruthful.
What you calling that lady office for?
So untruthful.
Calling CPS for? Calling the county on the people for? Yeah.
Okay, so that's what he said. So let's play Dr. Heavenly in her own words. Okay, let's play Dr. Heavenly in her own words and why she claimed that she did not want to do Messy Mondays anymore. Okay?
Heavenly is just realizing.
Okay, wait. Ooh, y'all. I got the poor people YouTube. Let this ad play out because I want to make sure I got it. I should have time-stamped it so that I knew exactly where to start. My video. Okay, here we go.
It's hard not to do that. And the only reason I put that post out there, I ain't being messy or nothing about Kenya Moore, is because I love Kenya Moore. No other reason. I love Kenya Moore. She's my friend. I understand her. She's a sweet lady. And
all right, I'm gonna let it play out. I'm gonna let it play out some more until we get to the part, because I don't remember at exactly what point she said it, but I did this live on August 14th. On August 14th. Sorry, my daughter needed some. Where were we? Oh, I'm trying to get it to the. Okay, so I was saying that I did my live on August 14th, the same day Heavenly had gone live to talk about, she was on a walk. I don't know what she was going through mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever, but she was walking and she decided to do a live. And in the live on August 14th is when she said that she wasn't trying to do Messy Mondays anymore. And her reasons for not wanting to do Messy Mondays anymore had nothing to do with anybody's fan base. It had nothing to do with anybody's fan base. Now, when I was going through this video, I wish that I had time-stamped it. I don't know why I didn't. Let's continue. I'm trying to
married to medicine. I'm not talking about
married okay, here we go.
In general. I like the Joan, I like the joke, but never ever would I want to tear up something.
All right, pause. So y'all, this is where she starts to get into her not wanting to do Messy Mondays anymore. So I wish that people with their large platforms like Funky Dineva, and because Funky Dineva put this information out there, some other bloggers that, well, content creators that I like very, very much. One of my favorite, my Jamaican brother Kempire, he now, is on his platform repeating, the foolishness that Funky Dineva is saying. And to Kempire's credit, Kempire really doesn't follow Married to Medicine. Not Married to Medicine. He does not follow. Kempire does not follow Love and Marriage Huntsville outside of the show. And he doesn't follow Love and Marriage Huntsville outside of if there's like big news surrounding the show. So, like, for example, when Martell got arrested, he covered that. The Revenge P scandal of it all, when Carson Blue came out, he covered that. And there's a couple of other things that he covered within the Love and Marriage Huntsville sector that was not a part of the show. So when a fellow content creator with such a huge platform, meaning Funky Dineva, is coming out here and he's saying with his chest that Heavenly said this, I can understand why Kempire would believe that. But my Jamaican brother Kempire, Funky Dineva, is a lie. And if Heavenly did tell him that mess, she's a dang lie too. Well, we already know Heavenly's a liar, but let me continue to play my screen recording from a live that I did on August 14th, where Heavenly was on her walk talking about why she don't want to do Messy Mondays anymore. So I'm gonna continue. Buddy family or tear up somebody's marriage. When y'all put that narrative out there, I'm done. I'm done with the whole fucking thing because I cherish people marriages. I cherish families. Now I might give you some damn good advice that you don't want to hear. That's gonna help you in the long run. And if you look at my damn advice, you're gonna be like, damn. How do you cherish families? How do you cherish people's marriages when you are out here trying your hardest, best, Heavenly, to break up Sweetie's and Dr. G's marriage? Even with the mess that you said on your Patreon last night, talking about Dr. G and Dr. G and Quad's new man was fighting over her, when you know that's not why. That is not why Dr. G was standing up for himself. You know it had nothing to do with Big Mouth Quad. But yet, you are trying to get ahead of the Married to Medicine storyline with your false narratives once again. Because God forbid a black man feels disrespected by another black man and does not cower in fear and says, I'm going to stand up for myself. It got to be about some woman. And the only thing Heavenly can do, y'all, is reduce Quad to her looks, because ain't nothing else going on for Quad. Outside of being on Married to Medicine, not a goddamn thing else is happening for Quad. So all Heavenly can do is reduce Quad down to her body that was created by the surgeons, allegedly, and her looks when she got a good wig on and makeup done. That's all she can reduce Quad down to. And for somebody to call themselves a a relationship um a relationship expert and not understand that love and marriage and relationships is more nuanced um uh, than just looks. That just tells us that Heavenly is not really she is not really a relationship she's not really a relationship expert, because a relationship expert would know better. She would know better. Sorry, y'all, I'm looking for something. Where is it? Mm-mm. So I'm sorry, y'all. So as I was saying, to call herself a relationship expert, and to have such a shallow understanding of love and intimacy. A true relationship expert, y'all, would definitely recognize that, you know, would definitely recognize like the multifaceted nature of love, and would understand that loving somebody, what comes with that is emotional connection, shared values, and even personal growth. And none of that exists when it comes to Dr. G and Quad in this part of their life. So yes, the girl might look good, okay, whatever. How many beautiful women are out here not married? Jennifer Lopez has gone through husbands after husbands after husbands, and she's one of the most beautiful women out there. So if beauty was the only thing that could keep a man child or keep a husband, then plenty of beautiful women would be out here married right now. Those people have been divorced for how many years now? And they want to spin this narrative that Dr. G is just still just head over heels for Quad and does not love his wife. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. But anyways, sorry y'all, I'm going off. Y'all know I cannot stand Heavenly. Like, she is one of those reality TV stars that I don't know this lady in person, but she irks my soul. She irks me. And the people who latch onto her every word like it's the gospel, those people irk me too, because why can't y'all see how much of a liar this woman is? But let me continue. I'm gonna continue playing Heavenly's live.
Heavenly was right. She saw through all this. I really do feel like I have a great power of discernment, which most women do. When I tell you something, it's because you need to hear it. And I know you don't want to, but anyway, my whole thing is my point is I don't want to tell nobody marriage. When we start doing that and we start hearing about, families, even broken families, having problems about some shit, I exit. I exit the building. Y'all ain't gonna put that on me. You know what I'm saying? Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't want to review that no more because I don't want no problem with people saying I don't know what's going on. I don't have all the information. I'm just trying to joke and joke. And it's these people real lives that I don't know these people. I don't need to get 20 more haters on my book. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it.
Okay, y'all. So at what point in time did Heavenly say that she wants to no longer review Love and Marriage Huntsville because of a fan base? Heavenly had just done the interview with Marquez. She had done an interview with Ken. She had done an interview with Trisha. And if you don't know, what's happening within the Love and Marriage Huntsville sector, Ken and Trisha, they are a new couple on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Marquez and Trisha are still very much married, even though she is with Ken. So Ken did an interview where he said a whole bunch of things about Marquez and about fatherhood and about how he shows up for his children or does not show up for his children. Um, Trisha, she also did an interview where she talked about Marquez and fatherhood and whatnot. And then when Marquez came and did his interview, I feel like Heavenly realized that there is his side, her side, his side, and the truth. And she was passing judgments about these people's real lives and their families and all of this while holding on to, in my opinion, a version of the story that Carlos was given to her, because Heavenly doesn't watch Love and Marriage Huntsville. Heavenly sees the snippets on OMFG's reality on Instagram. And when her and Carlos are on the phone planning for Messy Mondays, in my opinion, he gives her a quick synopsis. And then she comes onto Messy Mondays and gives her opinion based on whatever synopsis Carlos gave her. So when she had those 3 interviews, that was the first time Heavenly came face to face with the full information. And she realized that she was sitting on Messy Mondays every Monday giving commentary based on crap information. So, in listening to Heavenly in her own words, when did she say, it's because people were calling my office and it's Melody's fans? When did she say that? But let's continue, because she didn't stop there. She didn't stop there. Let me see.
I don't know what's going on. I don't have all the information. I'm just trying to.
Oh, that's not it. Shant. Okay.
Through all this, I really do feel like I have a great power of discernment.
Oh, it's the same thing. Dang it. I should have gone through this live. A little bit better.
Heavenly was right. She saw.
Oh, how many times did I play this in the live?
On it. And I'm gonna change the pace, and I know it takes.
Okay, here it is. So this is what else she said during her morning walk. Okay, this is what else she said during her morning walk. I'm waiting for it to pop up, y'all. Just give me 1 second, because I'm playing it from my YouTube. So, you know how that goes. Okay, here we go. All right, y'all. So here we go.
What I've learned this week is nobody knows you better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody knows your relationship better than you do. So stop listening to other brother talkers about your stuff. I mean, I think I give damn good advice, though. I really do.
Heavenly is a two-sided cutlass. She talked out the 2 sides of her mouth. So in one breath, people shouldn't listen to anybody about their relationship. But then in the next breath, she gives good advice. And in the next breath, she has a good spirit of discernment. So she's going to tell people about their relationship and people should listen. But then in the next breath, you shouldn't listen to anybody about your relationship because nobody knows what's going on in your relationship better than you. Like, lady, pick a side. Pick a side. Forgive me, y'all. Let's continue.
But if you're happy and what you in, some people like toxic relationships. I promise you they do. They got to. I think they think it's sexy. I really do think that some people like toxicity in their relationship. If that's you, be happy.
Okay. So that's another thing that she said. Nowhere in this live yet do we hear Heavenly say she not doing messy Mondays anymore. She's not doing messy Mondays anymore because of anybody's fan base. Okay? Did y'all hear it? Did y'all hear it? Because I didn't hear it. Now, let's continue. And y'all, please ignore this fool. Please ignore this fool. They go into everybody's chat looking for attention. And this is as much attention that we're going to give them just by me saying ignore. Ignore, ignore, ignore. Okay? Oh my god. Anyways, let's continue, y'all, with Hellish and what she got to say. Um,
That's gonna sit and tell my friends, yeah, you need to a little bit more as well. So I'm taking off. I'm taking time. I think I'm gonna rebrand myself because I don't want to be a reality TV blogger. I don't. I don't want that. I mean, we've been doing it. I've been very successful doing it, and I think that I can see through the BS and I can pull it out and no. But that ain't what I want to do. So I'm gonna stop doing that. And I'm gonna change the pace. And I know it takes longer to build an audience of people that with some substance.
Right. Okay. So again, where did she say that she is going to stop doing messy Mondays because of somebody's fan base? I'm still waiting. These are the 3 clips that I pulled from that little morning walk that she did. These are the 3 clips that I pulled from the morning walk that she did. This was the important parts because that morning walk was about a 30-minute long walk where she was talking about a whole bunch of stuff. And this was the juicy part of it. So she says, I'm taking time. I think I'm going to rebrand myself because I don't want to be a reality TV blogger. I don't want that. Then she says, I mean, we've been doing it. I've been very successful doing it. And I think that I can see through the BS and I can pull it out. But that ain't what I want to do. So I am going to stop doing that. And I'm going to change the pace. And I know it takes longer to build an audience of people with some substance. That's what she said. That's what she said. But all of a sudden, here comes Funky Dineva. Now, he started to talk about Cardi B and the people who called CPS on Cardi B. That was great. You could have did your content with that and stopped it right there. Because what you were saying in that moment was the facts. The facts is that Cardi B claimed that somebody called CPS on her and said that she was abusing her children. And that she was going to move heaven, earth, and hell to find out who made the call. And she's going to drag them through court and sue them. Okay, great. People do too much. That is true. You got fans out here doing too much. But then you take what happened to Cardi B and then you say Funky Dineva, and then in regards to the Cardi B situation, people do too much. And that's why Dr. Heavenly isn't doing Messy Mondays anymore, because Melody's fans are calling her office. And you say that, you don't want to get in trouble for saying it. And then some dum-dum in your chat tells you, well, Heavenly already spoke on it. No, she hasn't. Unless she behind the scenes telling you something else, because she knows that you will be her mouthpiece And she feels like people are afraid to come at you. So if you say it, it's gonna be law, and people are just gonna be like, well, Funky Dineva said it, so it must be true. No. Because Carlos King himself also came on his Mr. Mondays and said that Heavenly isn't doing, they're not going to be doing Messy Mondays for a while because Heavenly is busy, which I think was really funny considering that Heavenly has time to be on her Patreon every night doing her Messy Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Fridays. So what it looks like is that night when y'all were interviewing Marquez and Heavenly came off script and she was looking at her phone because somebody was texting her, and everybody believes that it was Carlos that was texting her because she went off script and he didn't like it. And he didn't like the fact that Heavenly said, sometimes the editors will spin a narrative and whatnot, and Carlos didn't like it. I don't remember what she said exactly, but she said something to that effect, and he didn't like it. And all of a sudden, a ping came in. He was texting on his side. A ping came into her phone, and then she got off the screen at one point in time. Carlos looked upset. She got quiet, and then all of a sudden, the next day, she's on her walk, telling us that she ain't trying to do no more Messy Mondays. That's crazy that y'all continue to sit on y'all's YouTube platforms and lie about this woman's fan base. Like, y'all don't got any other fan base that y'all can talk about? Melometers are powerful, y'all. We are powerful. I hope we go out and we vote in droves, because I guess if it's up to the Melometers, Kamala is going to win. Because we are that powerful. I'm hoping that since the Melometers are so powerful, then Melometers can do something to help get Heavenly off of Married to Medicine, because I've been wanting Heavenly off Married to Medicine since she showed up on season 2. Because right now, it seems like social media is in Heavenly's favor. They feel like everything Heavenly says is the gospel. They feel everything this woman says, they feel like she's telling the truth just because of her proximity to the cast of Married to Medicine. But the truth is, there are how many cast members, and each of them have a different story. But Heavenly is the only one that sits on YouTube and Patreon talking about the show, and she starts early. She did the same thing last year, where come October, she got on YouTube and she just started, releasing all these little, dropping all these breadcrumbs when it came to the show. Before episode 1, she was letting us know how Sweet Tea had fibroids and endometriosis and all kinds of problems. And then she lied that the girl never told Dr. G. And then she said she don't care. That girl knew that she had all them problems before she slid into that man's DM. Like she knows this girl's uterus. Like she knows this woman's reproductive system to the point where she can say definitively that the young lady knew all the issues she had before she met Dr. G. We could not even see Sweet Tea's storyline when it came to her fibroids and her endometriosis play out before, because Heavenly was already talking about it on YouTube before episode 1. And she's doing the same thing this season again, and there's so many people falling for it. There's so many people falling for it. where she's trying to get ahead of the story. She tried to get ahead of the story when it came to the Quad storyline by saying that Quad was like an escort going down there to Ghana to look for men or whatever. She told us Quad was broke. Let me, you know what? I, I don't even I don't even have to I don't even have to say it. I can play it because one thing I did, y'all, was I had a lot of my receipts. Follow me, y'all, on um follow me on TikTok at How I See It TV, at How I See It TV. Anyways, y'all, I popped into TikTok, and the second I popped into TikTok, Stormy's live is like right there. And you know how TikTok is, child. Once you if you click on that person's live, it's going to say this person, this person joined. And I'm not trying to have that, but I don't know how to. Okay. Okay, y'all, I'm safe. I'm safe. Okay. All right. So here is Heavenly in her own words. Dragon Quad. Okay. This is Heavenly in her own words. Dragon Quad.
Feel knowing that you were advocating for her ex-husband's new wife to be on the show? Okay, Carlos. Okay, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna just make it about me, okay? If we all getting paid, right? We getting a nice check, right? And we know who need a check. And if they trying to ease your ass out, if we got the ex-wife, who do we need on the show to keep it going? But how did Quad feel knowing that you were advocating?
Okay. That was Heavenly pretty much saying that Quad needed the check. That was Heavenly saying Quad needed the check. She said, who on the cast needed the check? Ooh, why do these people always want to, if I post something to my Twitter, I don't know why these people always try me on my Twitter. I haven't been on Twitter for so long, but I had to go on Twitter real quick to leave my comments about Heavenly, and somebody already trying me on Twitter. But you know what? I'm gonna let it pass. I'm not even gonna engage. I'm not going to engage. Let me find what I came here to find, because y'all. And then they want to act like, the Love and Marriage Huntsville fan base is the only fan base that, says things or does things on social media. Y'all need to go over to Twitter and see how the people over there behave when it comes to Married to Medicine and Real Housewives. Because, child, all right. So, and before, okay, I'm trying to find. It's crazy. Child, it's crazy. I can't. I don't even remember what I was looking for now. See, this is why I don't like coming into Twitter, because when I come over here into Twitter and I met with I met with somebody saying some dumb ish, like I really want to reply. I really want to reply. But I'm gonna leave it alone, child. I'm going to leave it alone. Who can remind me of what I was about to say? I don't remember what I was about to say. Okay, so this is what I wanted to share. Sitting on her platform, revealing sweeties. So one, she was on her platform saying Kwa was broke and all of that stuff. And she was also on her platform revealing Sweetie's medical information before Sweetie could even talk about her own ish. Here's the clip. For me and my friends, you know what I'm saying? It's just all day. My question was, the girl calling me saying she bleeding, she hurting. I'm not telling. She saying this shit on TV, and she calling me, and I'm telling Jackie, bitch, what she need to do? Jackie said, listen. Okay. Last season when y'all were watching Married to Medicine, did y'all ever see a call between Heavenly and Sweetie where Sweetie called Dr. Heavenly to say, I'm bleeding out on the floor, what do I do? Did we ever see that call, y'all? Because from what Sweetie shared on her Instagram, that call to Heavenly happened during a time where she thought that Heavenly was her friend. Sweetie did not have anybody else in Atlanta. She had just moved there. Her and Heavenly were building a friendship. They were going on walks in the morning and stuff like that. And so she was going through something. She was in panic mode, and she called somebody who she thought was a motherly figure in her life at that point in time, while her mom was all the way in Texas. And so Heavenly lies and says, oh, she's calling me, telling me she's bleeding out on the floor. Da, 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 da. That girl never said that on TV because that was never filmed, because filming hadn't started yet. And on top of that, what makes what Heavenly did in this clip even more disgusting is because Sweetie shared on, I think it was Tea Talk with Your Girls interview or Ebony the Best interview, that Heavenly at one point in time was her dentist. Now, yeah, I know that doesn't make Heavenly a medical doctor. However, Heavenly had to recite the same oath as all them other doctors. First, do no harm. Okay? And there is some medical information that you have to give to your dentist based on whatever procedure you're going to be doing. There are some procedures, I've been to my dentist several times, and there are some procedures when you're going to get them done at your dentist that requires you to disclose certain medical information. So in my opinion, what Heavenly did here in this Messy Mondays with Carlos was absolutely unethical. So let's continue with what she said during this Messy Monday live last year. And this was before the show even began airing. This was October, y'all. So Heavenly has the same game plan every year. A month or two before the show comes back, let me get on my YouTube, let me get on my Patreon and start talking ish about the people who are my targets for the season. Let me get it into the minds of the fans that these are the people who y'all need to hate before the season start, before y'all can even know for yourself what the season is about. Before y'all, let me delete this comment. Before y'all even know what the season is about, let me give y'all a little inkling so that y'all can be ready to hate on this person. So by the time the season comes around, these people are already set in their opinions and they're not open-minded enough to say, wait a minute, the way Heavenly said this was going to go down is actually not the way it went down. And I'm not on this person's side anymore because I see it differently. But anyways, let's continue, y'all.
All day. My question was the girl calling me saying she bleeding, she hurting. I'm not telling. She's saying this shit on TV.
She never said it on TV.
Jackie, bitch, what she need to do? Jackie said, listen, this is what she need to do. This, that, and the other thing. The specialist that they referred her to took 6 months. I'm not quoting the time. 4 to 6 months before they could get her in. I said, Jackie, can you get her in? Because Jackie has done stuff for me and my friends. You know what I'm saying? And she said, Heavenly, for you, I can get her in. You know, Friday, I'll make it work. Bitch, if you hurt and you bleed and you need to get pregnant for the show, before the show out to get your legacy on the show, bitch, go see Dr. Jackie. She can work you in. Now, I wasn't trying to take anything from Simone. I love Simone. Simone is a great physician.
So Heavenly was straight up lying here. This was before. Well, no, this was after episode 1. I'm sorry, after episode 1, when they were at Sweetie's engagement party. And Sweetie was thanking Simone for the referral. Okay, the referral. And so Carlos had put, I don't even know if Carlos even put a question out there. Heavenly was just talking. And she revealed some things that she didn't need to reveal.
My question was, the girl.
Let me pause this. That she didn't need to reveal. Now, let's replay this, y'all. This nastiness.
Instead of having quad on her vision board, she should have had, some eggs and some babies.
Disgusting. And Heavenly sat there and she sat back and she laughed as Carlos was saying that mess. And this is the person that people go up for. Yeah. Because I guess the nasty, disgusting things that Heavenly has said about other people on different shows, I guess the fans of those people that Heavenly has talked about wouldn't be calling her office. Is that what they're trying to tell us? Is that what they're trying to tell us? I'm trying to find this other clip, y'all. Because one thing I did was have all these clips over here on my Instagram. Okay, listen to Heavenly nasty words.
I got more because this little girl said I could never. Never what? She keeps saying I'm jealous of what I got more of everything. Ovaries, uterus, and before.
She was sitting there on the same night Carlos said Sweetie should have been worried about, some eggs and some babies on her vision board, was the same night Heavenly sat there dragging Sweetie. This is an older woman with a daughter, knowing that Letitia is going through fertility issues, sitting there thinking that because this girl told her, well, first of all, for context, Heavenly told Sweetie to go to hell during their during their Instagram live. But before this Instagram live, Heavenly had already been dragging Sweet Tea for months. For months. On the Instagram lives with Quad, on her YouTube lives with Carlos, she was already dragging this girl. So they weren't speaking. So that live was the first time they had literally came face to face. So when you are already at odds with somebody and now y'all come face to face, what's going to happen? The conversation is going to get heated, and sometimes words are going to be exchanged, and sometimes in the moment you will say something that you don't necessarily mean. So they were going back and forth, and Heavenly says to this girl, man, go to hell or whatever. And Sweetie says, your mama there. Literally just not even thinking about, oh, her mama is dead, let me not say that. And Sweetie, because she is a kind soul, after that live ended, she went back on live and she apologized. She said, listen, it was just in the heat of the moment. I was upset because of XYZ. She told me to go to hell, and I just gave a quick rebuttal. It was just not even something that I thought about. It just came out. And Heavenly took 24 hours. And instead of just accepting it for what it is, right? Both of them were just having a heated discussion, and it went to that, but Sweetie apologized. The next day, Heavenly goes live and she sits in her closet and she says that, you know, she has more ovaries than Sweet Tea, and her mama can, you know, come from hell or whatever and still have more babies. And she just went in and she went on and on and on and on and on, dragging this woman's reproductive system for filth, and then allowed a man to join in on the dragon. I can never see it for Heavenly. I can never see it for Heavenly. I'm sorry. I will never see it for Heavenly. Um, Wait, let me, y'all, I missed a lot of y'all's comments. Let me see what y'all are saying. Ooh. Oh my God. Toot says, hi, C, did you just drop some M2MT? The fact wasn't about what? Well, Funky Dineva said it. Heavenly basically said it too on her live last night, that there's more to the altercation between Dr. G and Quad's new man. She said it. And so I feel like I'm correct. I feel like I'm correct. I don't think it was about Quad. I feel like it was just about male ego. My husband is not gonna let no man step to him, whether it's my ex, whether it's not. Like, come on. He's not gonna let no man step to him. I think that was an altercation based on male ego. And I also feel like Quad's new man is thirsty. He is thirsty to be on TV. And I even put this in one of my comments on Instagram. I said, that scene, that little clip that we saw, it's given Quad done told this man a whole bunch of stuff. Some of it may be true, some of it might not be true. This guy is now on TV and he feels like Dr. G is the weakest link. So if he steps to Dr. G, he feels like the fans are going to be on his side, because people have their thoughts and opinions about Dr. G and how and stuff that Quad has had disclosed occurred in their marriage. So this guy might feel like, well, if I step to him, the fans are going to applaud me for it, but that just gets thirsty. It just gets thirsty, because if you don't have a real genuine reason in the moment to be stepping to this man, then what you're doing is trying to get camera time. And no man, whether he can really fight you or not, is going to allow you with cameras rolling to step to them like you want to beat them up. Now, I don't know if Dr. G would have won if it really, came down to it. I don't know if it really came down to it. Maybe there was a fight. Maybe there was not. Maybe they got them to back up off each other. It looked like, they got them to walk away. But I'm just saying, if they really got to tussling, I don't know if Dr. G would have won, but I think he would have put up a good fight. Because cameras rolling, child, you're a man, you're not going to want nobody to see you get beat up like that. You know what I mean? And I have my thoughts about Quad and some of the things that she said occurred in that marriage, but I've decided to keep them to myself for the most part until other people decide that they are willing to tell their story. I think Quad forgets that there was a hole, that their divorce went through the courts, which means that things are public record. Think she forgets that. And there is his side and her side and the truth. And under oath, a lot of the times people tell the truth. And sometimes the truth is not what they're putting out here in the public domain because they don't feel like people will pull up the court records. But that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyways, let's continue. I'm sorry, y'all. I haven't even been saying hello to y'all. Hi Angela, Cheryl. Hi. Miss Cece says she vexes you. She vexes me, Miss Cece. Ugh, Emily irks me, and it's because she lies so much, and it's the gullible people I think that irks me the most because it's like there are some people who are Love and Marriage Huntsville fans and they can see through Martel's lies. And then these are the same people who are fans of Married to Medicine, but they can't see through Heavenly's lies. And I'm like, oh, y'all kill me with not being able to spot the lies. Be able to spot the lie, please. Cheryl says she irks everyone, but that's because Mel brought out the red fold and exposed her. Yeah, and I think that's that too. I think initially her reasons for not wanting to do Messy Monday was because one, she probably didn't like how Carlos came at her that night when they were interviewing Marquez. And I also feel like she just didn't want to do that kind of messy, reality TV content anymore, which again, it don't make sense because that's what she's over there on Patreon doing still, you know. But then when Melody literally called her out for being a gutter snipe, and those were not Melody's words, child. But Melody said, this cannot be the elders that the Bible told us about. These are not the elders, child. And I think she probably was in her feelings. And so she probably called up her good Judy, Funky Dineva, and said, hey, you know, let me spill some tea and tell you a lie that the reason why I'm not doing Love and Messy Mondays anymore is because of Melody. I don't think it's beyond Heavenly to tell that lie. And what I would like for Heavenly to do, which I doubt she will, is come and clear it up. You're on Patreon every night. Come and clear it up. Say you don't know where Funky Dineva get that information from, but you are no longer doing Messy Mondays not because of anybody's fans calling your office, but because that was your personal choice. You didn't feel like doing it anymore. But she not gonna do it. Yes, and Funky Dineva has been her spokesperson for several years now. The conflict between Heavenly and Mariah, a lot of the things that were being put out there about that conflict, a lot of the lies that were being put out there during that time, it was coming from Funky Dineva. And that's the truth. Um, delete this comment. Um, I'm scrolling down. Anyone placed in a closet and their husband calls them buzzy, not buzzy, buddy, something is wrong with them. Husband calling her buddy and she calling him daddy. There's something wrong with the two of them. Because, girl, what kind of daddy complex do you have that you need to be calling your husband daddy? And the lies won't win. The lies won't win. Do I have the clip of Marsaw saying that it was the church? Let me see. I probably do have that video. Let me see. Um, mm, is this it? Oh, y'all, I want something to drink. It's just Wednesday night. Let me look at my transcript so I can just pull up the part. All right, I think I do have it, y'all. So let's put Funky Dineva's lie. Let's put Funky Dineva's lie to bed. Because he said that it was the Melometers that were calling around getting Marsaw and Tisha's business shut down. Okay, so here is Marsaw in his own words.
And I'm just tired. I'm just tired of going down to the city council meetings afterwards. Okay, wait. I don't want to say hating ass neighbors.
Wait, sorry, y'all. Right. Okay, here we go.
We got some, I don't want to say hating ass neighbors, but we got some issues that we got to work through. And I'm just tired. I'm just tired of going down to the city council meetings afterwards and talking to these ones like this. Like, you know what? Whatever, dog. So we gonna be there. So we did. Like I said, we turfing it out. We're doing everything. We're taking black to the camp. And so.
Okay. So the issue that Marsaw just stated that they were having, it had nothing to do with Melometers. It had nothing to do with Melometers. Let's continue.
Oh, like they are. Yeah, the neighbors are haters. They're haters. Oh, guys.
So again, he references the neighbors. He didn't say, and Marsaw is one of those people. Marsaw is one of those people who, if it was the Melometers that were calling around the city, getting them shut down, he would have been saying that on these lives when he was promoting Black Meek and the people were asking him, why? What's going on? Why can't you host it at Black? He would have said, well, because Melody's fans or these Melometers have been calling the city on us. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He said it was hating ASS neighbors, is what he said. Even Carlos, in one of the Messy Monday episodes, said, was saying to Heavenly, imagine being a Black-owned business and then you have, neighbors who have parking lot issues and whatever, and they decide to call the city on you instead of dealing with the situation in a different way. Even Carlos King said that. And then the church came out and they clapped back. And they said that basically Marsaw is entitled. And they utilized the church's parking lot last year and they didn't clean it up. And let's be clear, Marsaw himself, during this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville, told Melody in the scene where Melody was inviting all the ladies on the girls' trip, Marsaw told Melody said, I had my property preservation students, and they wanted to know where they could go out to hang out. And I told them to go hang out at Black. But then they called me saying that Black was closed. What's going on? And Tisha, wanted to stick with the scripture and make it seem like it was the Melometers, but Marsaw said, yeah, we're having some issue with the city taxes or whatever. So why is Funky Dineva continuing this rhetoric that it's the Melometers that did something? When will the lies end? When will it end? When will the lies end? Yeah, I agree, Island Girl. There was something going on between Heavenly and Carlos, and he is trying to play it off like, oh, no such thing, we're good, I have a dental appointment coming up, we're fine. But no, if y'all were fine, y'all would be doing messy Mondays. The fact that Carlos King said that the reason Heavenly and him aren't doing Messy Mondays because Heavenly's just so busy. Heavenly told us on that walk that she only goes into her dental practice twice a week, and she's home feeling bored with nothing to do. So if it was a situation where she was just so busy on the Mondays that they planned for Messy Mondays, then they could Carlos is the producer of these shows. He can get the episode, watch them ahead of time. He and Heavenly can do pre-recorded videos and drop them on a Monday like they've been doing. But it's so funny he said that, oh, it's because Heavenly's so busy. Yeah, Heavenly's over there on her Patreon Monday night, Tuesday night. I don't know who Carlos was trying to fool, child. Hi, Southern Girl, Florida. She spoke on people calling her office, but I don't remember her saying that was why she quit Messy Mondays. What she said, K Hayes, is that there was this show, something about paternity or whatever. There was this show, and somebody called her office to talk about that show, like some comment that she made about the show. So even in that moment, she still was talking about the Melometers, and she was speaking about one particular incident. So Funky Dineva still lied. Yes, bring back Mariah. Bring back Mariah Huck, child. Hi, Peggy. Have you noticed that this kind of BS always comes up around Melody's success? It's getting really close to the Winter Wonderland. I'm sure these people are not liking the fact that her fans are always supporting. Let me end it for you. Yeah, they don't like that we show up and show out. And speaking of the Winter Wonderland, first of all, can somebody DM me some links to some beautiful, sexy, white cocktail dress? Because I've been looking, and I cannot find any that I like just yet. Like, I'm not finding any dress that I like. And then I don't know, is Atlanta like super cold in December? Because the event is December 14th. Now I'm thinking maybe I need to get me like a cute full white pants set or something, because I'm not trying to be cold. Okay. But yeah, if y'all are from Atlanta, let me know what December feels like, because here in Florida, December feels cool. Not, it doesn't feel like cold. It just feels nice, you know? And that weather, well, sometimes it gets cold, like if it's a cold front or something. But on a regular basis, it's just it's just nice out. So you can wear a dress if you want. I'm not trying to show up to Atlanta and need a trench coat. Okay? So somebody needs to tell me, will I be freezing in Atlanta come December 14? And will y'all be there? Will y'all be there? This Melody's events so far have been the only opportunities for me to get out my house. No kids, just me by myself, you know, exercising some self-care. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to anybody's lounge, but I will go to a good expo. I will go to a good panel discussion. I will go to somewhere that feels high class and party and network. Like, give me a good networking session and I will be in attendance. Okay? But yes, send me links to beautiful white cocktail dresses and tell me if it's cold in Atlanta in December. Okay? Hey, good evening. Just got caught up in the lemon drop by. You got your oil? How does it smell? How does it smell? Let me know. Let me know. Hi, Famous Nobody. How are you? Okay, you said, oh, it can be cold in Atlanta in December for sure. But then again, it can be nice out as well. It all depends. Child, I need to know which one. I need to know which one. Or I just might have to get like a nice like long, because I've seen some like very cute, I want to call them sweater dresses, but they kind of look like that. But then again, it's a cocktail party, so I don't want to pop up in there looking like, I'm in a sweater dress either. But they look nice. They look very fancy. I just have to keep looking. I have a whole month to look. Famous Nobody, you should come out to that event if you're in Atlanta. Melodies Winter Wonderland and on the 14th. You can get tickets on Eventbrite. Just search Melody on Eventbrite and you'll get tickets. Hello everyone. Not Big Bad Heavenly claims that she stopped doing Messy Monday and blames it on Melometers. That's a lie in a desperate situation. I agree. I agree. And a part of me honestly feels like she didn't tell Funky Dineva that. But then the other part of me feels like it would kind of be on par for Heavenly to tell a lie like that so that Funky Dineva could put it out there. But y'all, as for me and my Twitter fingers, I will be dragging Heavenly all season 11 long off Married to Medicine. And I hope that she gets dragged by Sweetie. I hope that she gets dragged by Contessa. And I hope that she gets dragged by Phaedra. And I hope that the fans of Married to Medicine will wise up and realize the game that Heavenly plays every season. How long are y'all going to, not y'all, but y'all, how are y'all going to continue to believe Heavenly's one-sided narrative every single season where everybody is a target excepting for Dr. Jackie? And y'all eat that up every season. She never had anything bad to say about Jackie. And it's not because her and Jackie are cool. It's not because of that. It's because Heavenly is also an opportunist. And she feels like Jackie is part of Atlanta's elites. The same way she kisses up to Candy, she kisses up to Kenya Moore, because she feels like they are a part of Atlanta's elites. She feels like of all the doctors on that show who have spent the same amount of years in medicine as Dr. Jackie is just the best. out of everybody on that show, even though people have said that Dr. Simone has the better bedside manner. And based on the reviews that I've read, people who've been going to Dr. Jackie even before Married to Medicine came on have said basically she got no manners. Her bedside manner is not something to be applauded. When you look at Dr. Simone's reviews, it's always nice, 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 nice. Yeah, there's, you're never going to be able to please everybody. But for the most part, Simone's reviews are better than Dr. Jackie's. Dr. Jackie has more celebrity clients. And I feel that it's because of that why Dr. Heavenly continues to brown nose. Because she feels like if she stays close to Dr. Jackie, then she'll get referrals to be able to be the dentist for Dr. Jackie's celebrity clients. And if Heavenly didn't feel like Dr. Jackie was, upper echelon in Atlantic society, then she'd be treating Dr. Jackie the same way she treats Simone, the same way she treats Talia, the same way she treats Quad, and the same way she treats Sweet Tea. But the thing about Sweet Tea is that I actually like is that Sweet Tea don't give a damn. She doesn't care if Heavenly likes her or not. She doesn't care who all of Jackie's celebrity clients are. And she don't care how long Simone and Toya and Quad been on the show. Like, everybody can get it. And she's not afraid to stand up for herself. And I hope, being a sophomore, this is her sophomore season of Married to Medicine, I hope that anything that Sweet Tea doesn't get to say during filming, she eats every time in her confessionals, and as she starts prepping for the reunion. And guess what? Heavenly is going to make the reunion easy for Sweet Tea, because everything that Heavenly thinks and feels about Sweet Tea, she's going to say it on her Patreon. And she's going to say it on her YouTube, and she's going to say it on Twitter, and she's going to say it on Instagram. And Heavenly is going to feed into whatever the fans are saying. So all Sweet Tea has to do is sit back, let Heavenly spew all the hate that she wants to spew, clock all her lies, and then go to the reunion with solid rebuttals and solid receipts. Because one thing you can't beat is somebody that is going to out-talk you with the facts. Because all Heavenly is going to do is yell and say your mama. That's it. That's it. And I'm already at the reunion because I already know what Heavenly is going to give throughout the season. So for me, Sweet Tea is guaranteed a win when it comes down to the reunion. They are going to chop and screw and slice up the episodes to make her look like the villain and everybody else look like they are angels. And all Sweet Tea has to do, in my opinion, is go to the reunion and break the fourth wall and force them to dig up all those clips that they cut out so that there's accurate context. So if they want to spin a narrative one way, all Sweet Tea got to do is go to the reunion and say, actually, what happened was, and listen, producers, I'm going to need y'all to play the full so that the fans can see exactly what happened that led to XYZ happening. And then Heavenly, while you're sitting on your platforms, lying on me, talk about your man. Talk about what he's out here doing. Talk about what Lipstick Alley got to say about him. Talk about why you don't want to talk about your relationship, but you want to have your mouth in everybody else's relationships. Talk about how you are such a relationship expert, but you cannot use your expertise to fix the relationship between you and your sister. Like, this is how I need Sweetie to be dragging on the reunion. Yeah. And since you want to talk about everybody's relationship, talk about Jackie. Talk about what Curtis got going on down there in the Dominican Republic. Talk about that. Let's talk about the rumor that Jackie out here has a boyfriend. That you've been around Heavenly like, oh, Sweetie, you better, girl. Heavenly is going to make the reunion easy for you because Heavenly won't shut her mouth on social media. So all you gotta do, girl, is use her lies against her at the reunion. And again, I'm already at the reunion because based on the trailer, I already see how the season is going to go. And Heavenly right now, y'all, from what I just saw on Instagram, she's already trying to kiss up to Contessa. And you know why I think she's trying to kiss up to Contessa? Because what it looks like is that with Phaedra gone, Contessa is Sweetie's only ally. So if they can get Contessa back on their side, then Sweetie is on an island by herself. But I hope Contessa does not fall for it. I hope Contessa doesn't fall for it. But anyways, y'all, that is my live. Elaine, Elaine B line. It's so clear. It's clear to me, child, and I'm sure it's clear to a lot of the people in this live too that she's always lying. Jackie is the face of the show. That's why you'll never have her be held accountable for what happened last year, and that can work in Sweetie's favor too. Say y'all want to pull up everything about everybody from years and years ago. Well, let's revisit Dr. Jackie and her nasty comments about black pregnant women since y'all won't leave other people's past alone. That's how I would be. That is how I would be dragging during the reunion. I'd be like, so how quickly we forget. Since everybody else on here is perfect, huh? Everybody else on here is perfect. But how quickly we forget that Miss Perfect Patty over here was saying some damaging things about black women that y'all refused to discuss last year, but y'all want to discuss everything that's happening in everybody else's life. Miss me with that BS. Like that's how Sweetie needs to get down to the reunion, dragging them. Let's remind the people. Since y'all want to remind the people of Dr. G's and Quad's past, well, let's remind the people of Dr. Jackie's and Curtis's past. Let's remind them of that. Since y'all want to remind the people about me and Dr. G, well, let's remind the people about Simone and Cecil. How about that? Since we want to bring up people's past. I could not do reality TV, y'all, because I'm too petty. I am too petty. And I'm gonna say some lowdown stuff if I feel like I'm losing. I'm gonna say some lowdown stuff if I feel like I'm losing. But lowdown in the way that I'm gonna say it and people are gonna believe it. I'm gonna just make up something on the spot. And reality TV, their contract states that they can just lie on each other and they can't sue. The contract says that the producers can make whatever story they want out of the footage. And then you got to be out here windmilling for yourself to prove that the footage was kind of doctored to create a storyline that doesn't represent what actually happened in the moment. That to me is sad when they could literally just follow the reality and tell the story as it plays out. and prevent these people from lying on each other. But hey, here we are. So, y'all, in conclusion, the Melometers did not call Dr. Heavenly's office. I don't care what anybody said. Dr. Heavenly did not say she's no longer reviewing, she's no longer doing Messy Mondays because of the Melometers. She said that she's no longer doing it because she wanted a change. She didn't want to be a reality TV blogger anymore, is what she said. And finally, Marsau and Tisha, their ish didn't get shut down because of the Melometers. It got shut down because they had issues with the city, because their neighbors in business were calling the police and the city council on Black because of the stupid things that the Scots were out there doing, like hosting huge parties, taking up the parking spaces of the business owners that are their neighbors, which is wrong. Using the church's parking lot and not cleaning it up. And so that is why they're in hot water right now with the city. It ain't got nothing to do with the Melometers. And all of this came from their own mouths. This is not me giving an opinion, and I'm not saying allegedly. These are the facts. So, anyways, y'all, thank you for listening. Thank you for riding with me for hour and almost 30 minutes. I appreciate y'all. Please remember to like this video, share the link to the channel if you feel like the content needs some more crowd, subscribe if you haven't done so yet, follow me on Instagram and Twitter now called X at How I See It, and on TikTok at How I See It TV. All right. So until next time, I'm sure I will see y'all in these YouTube streets or in these social media streets if you follow me on any of these social media platforms. So until then, walk good, y'all. Bye.